they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Not only a fumble lost there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Now a play fake. Lance. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. My game. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. My game. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From midfield, here's Lance. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, it's Lance. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Burrow on play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown! Eric Ebron. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
49, guys. Mike, 49. 49.
Lance looking to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Tyus Bowser, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Lance. Hitting Samuel on the slant. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Tyler Shelvin gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Lance to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
31's the mic. Oh, you got deep? 31's the mic. Stay with your man.
And Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. Short little throw to Ebron. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. This is Jakeem Grant. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow will throw. On the right side, this is Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And some room to roam now. Still going. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10.
Bengals 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance, that's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On play action, Lance rolling to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From midfield, here's Lance. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coach has said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action, now it's Lance. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They go play action with Burrow. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He finds his target, Ebron. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, There's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Breaks a tackle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Miller. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Burrow. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. He completes it to Beckham. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow on play action. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Shake it hot read.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's Lance. Being chased down, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
2nd and 10. Here's Lance. And a slant complete to his running back, McCaffrey. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Lance. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now a play fake. Lance out to his left. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Powerful running. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run with Gibson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground.
It's a first down and more for Gibson.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it and do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure